Good evening, folks. Good evening, folks. It's your bro, Rich here. Tonight in this video is now a second extension of tonight in this video is now another extended video of the previous Pontiac GTO video, and tonight I'm still continuing on from where I left off to from last video. I'm still on the Gen 2. I'm still quite close to the end of the 1971 version. And before we move on to the last version, which is 1972. Before I get started, make sure you guys all like the video, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think, hit the notification bell, and hit the notification bell, and hit all so alerted of when I make brand new uploads. Okay, so without any further ado, let's continue on. Without any further ado, let's continue on. Let's continue on from where I left off to. Let's continue from where I left off to. But before I do, I apologize if I haven't done it yesterday. I was going to, but I was just completely tired. I've been busy working all day in the house and blah 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 blah. So I've been real busy and I haven't had the time to do videos yesterday, but luckily I'm back. Well, let's continue this still. Oh yeah, so Motor Trend tested a 71 GTO with the 7.4 liter 455 V8 motor, 4-speed V8 motor, 4-speed manual, and a 3.90 axle ratio, and obtained a acceleration time of 0 to 60 in 0 to 60 of 6.1 seconds, and a quarter mile time of 13.4 seconds, and 102 mile a quarter mile time of 13.4 seconds, 13.4 seconds, at 102 miles an hour. The judge returned for a final year with the standards MP Mountain Performance Pack being a 455 HL, so a high output 7.4 liter 455 V8 motor. Only 357, less than 360 were sold, including 17 convertibles. On February 11th, 3 days before Valentine's Day of 1971, Pontiac announced that no new orders for the judge would be accepted. So for the judge would be accepted after the start of very early March, so on the 1st. So the 1st of March 1971, a total of 10,532 GTOs were sold. So a total of 10,532 GTOs, over 10,500. So 10,532, but over 10,500 GTOs were sold in 1971. 661 of those. So 661 of those were non-judge equipped convertibles. So it's just a regular GTO, not the judge, but just a regular Pontiac GTO. Okay, so last one before I will do the next one, which is the Gen 3. Last one is 1972. Here we go. Let's finish this version. So still on the ones from the very early 70s, so very early 1970s. Proper year for muscle cars. Pretty good. Okay, so last version, 1972. Here we go. So in 72, the GTO, the GTO reverted from the GTO in 72. So last one, 1972. Here we go. So in 72, the GTO reverted. So in 72, the GTO reverted from a separate model to a 300 to an option pack which originally cost 300, which originally cost 300 $353 $353.88. Well, less than well, right off like $354. So a little bit over $350. Last year, it would have been an equivalent to $2,660. Less than $2,700 last year in 2024. This year, I don't know, maybe a little bit over, maybe 2,800, 29, maybe less than 3,000, less than $3,000, something like that. I don't know. Option pack for both the standard Le Mans and Le Mans Sport Coupe, Le Mans Sport Coupes. On the base Le Mans line, the GTO pack could be had with either the low priced pillared or the original hardtop coupes. So both of them are coupes. So the GTO pack could be had with either one of these two coupes, the low priced pillared or the hardtop. Either which is best. Both models came standard with either with both either cloth and vinyl or just all vinyl bench just all vinyl bench seats, both that and rubber floor mats on the on so both that on the pillared coupe and carpeting carpeting on the carpeting on the hardtop, creating a low price, so technically a cheaper GTO, so low priced cheaper Pontiac GTO. The Le Mans Sports version was offered um was offered only as a hardtop coupe. It included strato bucket seats, upholstered in vinyl. Along with that, it even had carpeting on both the floor and lower door panels, vinyl door pull straps, custom paddle trim, and a cushioned steering wheel. Interesting. Much like GTOs of the previous years. So much like GTOs of previous years. So much like GTOs of the previous years. Other optional equipment was similar to both the 71 and earlier models, planned for the year 72 as a GTO option, planned for 1972 as a GTO option, um, was the ducktail rear wing from the Firebird. But after, but after, but a- ugh, but after, I can't even talk. But after a few cars were built with that option, the mold the mold used uh, the mold used to produce the spoiler both broke and the accessory was cancelled. And the accessory was unfortunately cancelled. It's a shame, but I mean that's how they did it there. Both Rally 2 and Honeycomb wheels were optional on all GTOs, with the Honeycomb wheels now featuring red Pontiac Arrowhead emblems on the center caps. So red Pontiac Arrowhead emblems on the center caps. So Arrowhead emblems on the center caps. In contrast, the Rally 2 wheels continued with the same caps with the same caps with the same caps as before with the same caps as before with the letters PMD, which stands for Pontiac Motor Division. Power now rated power now rated in power now rated in SAE net horsepower terms. So power now rated in now power now rated so power now rated so now power now rated in SAE net horsepower terms was down further at 4,400 RPM to 250 horsepower, the same as a 1971, 1972. So 1971, 1972, I think it was. Buick Riviera built it with the same 7.5 liter, 7.5 liter, with a 7.5 liter, 455 V8, 455 V8 motor. So power, so power, so power, so power now rated in SAE net horsepower terms. So power now rated in SAE net horsepower terms was down further at 4,400 RPM to 250 at 4,400 RPM to 250 horsepower, and at 3,200 RPM, 325 pound-feet, 325 pound-feet, 441 newton meters of torque. So at 3,200 RPM. For the standard 6.6 liter 6.6 liter 6.6 liter 400 V8 motor. The optional 7.4 liter or 7.5, either one is good, 455 V8 motor essentially had the same rated power output, although at a peak of just 3,600 RPM. So 400, so around, not 400, that's torque term, sorry. It's around 800 less than the horsepower terms of the original 400 V8 motor 6.6 liters. So the optional 7.4 or 7.5 liter 455 V8 motor had the same rated power output, although the optional 7.4 7.5 liter 455 V8 motor had the same rated power output, although at a peak of just 30 although at a peak of just 3,600 RPMs, but substantially more torque. Pretty good. Most of the drop was attributable to the new rating system, to the new rating system, which now reflected an engine, so a motor in as installed and as installed condition with condition with mufflers, accessories, and standard intake. So technically, exhausts, so silenced like exhausts, accessories, and a standard air intake system. so standard air intake system. The motors were relatively changed only a little bit from 1971. The high output 7.5 the 7.5 liter the 7.5 liter 450 the 7.5 liter the 7 oh god lord so the 7.5 liter so the 7.5 liter 455 the 7.5 liter 455 the 7.5 liter 455 the 7.5 liter 455 high output V8 motor. So the 7.5 liter 455 high output V8's optional, essentially similar to that used in the essentially similar to that used in the Trans Am. It's rated at 4,000 RPM. It's rated at 300 horsepower. Pretty good. And so it's rated at at 4,000 RPM. It's rated at 300. It's rated at 300 horsepower. Pretty good. It's a lot for a muscle car like that. And at 3,200 RPM, 415 pound feet, 415 pound feet, 563 newton meters of torque. At that level of newton meters, that would be the same for the horsepower configuration of a 2011 Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG Gullwing. Pretty cool. With a naturally aspirated 6.2 liter V8 motor, the same you get in a 2012 C63 AMG Black Series. Pretty cool. But that only makes like 517 horsepower. So that's like, oh god lord, about 46 or so horsepower, less than that, but I don't know. Anyways, so the 455, the 450, the 7.5 liter, so it's rated at, at 4,000 RPM, it's rated at 300 horsepower. It's rated at 300 horsepower. So at 4,000 RPM, it's rated at 300 horsepower, and at 3,200 RPM, 415 pound feet, 563 newton meters of torque. Although also in the new SAE net configures. So SAE net figures. SAE net figures. Sorry about that. I'm just a bit tired. Despite its 8.4:1 compression ratio, it's a strong, and like all other 72 model motors, it could perform on low octane regular. So it could perform on these three types of fuels. Low octane regular leaded, low lead, or unleaded types of gasoline. A total of 646, well, let's almost round up 650 cars with this V8 were sold. Sales decreased by 40. Sales decreased unfortunately by 45. So sales decreased unfortunately. So they fell by 45% to 5,811. Some sources discount both the single convertible and the three wagons, listing the total as 5,000, so 5,807. So it's like 4 less than the original 5,811, which fell by 45%. Oh God, Lord. Some sources discount some sources discount both the some sources discount both the some sources discount both the single convertible and the three wagons, listing the total as 5,807. Although Pontiac didn't offer a production GTO production GTO production GTO convertible in 1972, a Le Mans Sport convertible could be offered with either of the three GTO motors and other sporty performance options to create a GTO in all but name. Last part and I'll end it there. Last part and I'll end it there for now. Even the GTOs Endura, even the GTOs Endura bumper was offered as an option the option on Le Mans slash sport models, with the word Pontiac in capital spelled out on the driver's side grill rather than GTO. Rather than GTO. Okay, so that will be it for now. I'll be back a little bit later for the next video. So for my next video will be about the Gen 3 Pontiac GTO. Only one version from 1973. So it's not gonna be much for that anyway, but oh well, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so that'll be it for now. I'll be back a little bit later. If you guys like this video, like, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think. Hit the notification bell and hit all so to when I make brand new uploads. Okay, so that'll be it for now. I'll see you guys in a bit for the next video. But until then, stay safe, have a great evening, and have a great day, tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, and I'll see you guys soon in the next video. So take care, folks. Stay safe out there. I'll see you guys in a bit. Peace out.